Partner, let me upgrade.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to The Upgrade. So, you want to approach a woman. You see a woman you like, and you want to walk up to her, but you don't really necessarily know what to do or how to do it. Approaching a woman is one of the most daunting tasks to a man. I know you men are so afraid of rejection, and some of you take it really hard. It's difficult, and I understand how it can be really difficult. You're putting yourself on the line, potential embarrassment, you're taking shots to your ego, like all of that. I get it. So let's work on giving you the best chance of a positive response. The first thing you want to take into account as a man is your timing. Choose the right time. Do not approach a woman who is on the treadmill in the middle of a HIIT workout to try to get her number. Clearly, she's busy. If a woman literally just went through a breakup and she's still crying about her now ex-boyfriend, not really the best time to ask her out on a date. You really want to measure if it's the appropriate time to be walking up to this woman.
Hey, I'm good, sir. How are you?
Judge, you is so gorgeous, Miss Judge. I just have to tell you, you're gorgeous.
Thank you, Mr. Lewis. All right, Mr. Lewis. Flattery will get you everywhere, but maybe not here.
Now, it's not always going to be an option to really time it properly. If you see a girl in the coffee shop, it's kind of like shoot your shot or you're never gonna see her again. I get that. But when you can time it properly, do so. When making your approach, this is how men kill themselves within the first 3 seconds. Like within the first 3 seconds of us seeing you, we're like, you're done. As soon as you open your mouth, we're like not even giving you the time of day. You know what you're doing wrong? You guys are being too flirtatious. When you approach a woman, approach her in a friendly manner. Approach her like an interested bystander, passerby. Do not approach her like a piece of meat.
Hey, what's good?
Hey.
You looking all pretty on this nice day.
Thank you.
What's up, man? I'm trying to be your man.
You trying to be my man?
Yeah, you are.
I thought you could maybe be my friend.
I'm trying to be your man. You looking all good. What's up?
Thank you.
You got a number or something?
Maybe.
I'm trying to make you my girl. What up? No baby mamas.
Hey, no baby mama drama.
What's up, though?
Okay? Don't lick your lips and stare at us in like a longing way as if you want to devour us. Like women already have this perception that any man that's walking up to us wants something, and it's nerve-wracking and anxiety provoking for us. We don't do it on purpose. Like we don't mean to be standoff like kind of bitches about it. But we're so used to men attempting to come at us in any ugly, nasty way that we automatically assume any guy that's approaching is like, oh, here we freaking go. So what you want to do is approach her like a friend, like a person with true interest in her, not in a sexual way whatsoever. Which means no pickup lines, no stupid BS, none of that. Yeah, all of the lines that you've written down in your notebook, throw it away. Throw it away, throw it away. Unless you're telling like a friendly joke, don't do anything flirtatious whatsoever. That's what I'm saying. When you approach a woman and you persist on to engaging with her, engage her about herself with some detail that you picked up about her that drew you over. Whether it be, for example, I have this really cute, very unique purse that functions like a clock. I get a lot of people that ask me about it. It's a very good talking point for a lot of people. That would be a very good thing for a man to use to approach me in a way that's not going to heighten my suspicions, because I'm already used to people looking at it. I know it's an interesting thing, so it's not going to pique my suspicions that a man walks up to me and says, hey, that's really unique. Like, I've never seen anything like that. I'm not gonna think anything of it. Therefore, you have bypassed my suspicions already. Find a way to engage a woman on some specific detail, interesting fact about herself. Whether it be the fact that she has like a very unique manicure. Maybe she ordered a custom order at Starbucks and you're like, wow, how does that taste? I've never done a custom order before. I don't do a lot of Starbucks. Find something friendly to talk to this woman about that's not going to give the hint that you're trying to come on to her. Because once we get the feeling that you're trying to come on to us, most of the time we're going to be put off. And the reason we get put off is because women already have this perception that men only want us for one thing. And so when you are really overstating and overemphasizing your flirtatious nature and how pretty we are, in our mind, that's translating to, okay, he just wants to get me in bed. Like, he's just trying to get me out of my clothes, and that's it.
If a guy showed up and was honest with you 100% on a date, he would sit down at the table, say, listen, I don't really find you that interesting or anything like that, and I don't really give a shit about what you think. I'm just here to play the game, have sex with you in a few hours, and if you don't suck at sex and you're not annoying, we can hang out again. That's what guys really think when they sit down on a date most of the time.
And to be honest, that's a waste of our time. Like, if we want sex, we'll call you, all right? But don't come up to us lying to us about nonsense. Like, you're wasting my time and my day, and I'm trying to go home with my dog and take a nap. Like, I'm trying to finish my artwork, my art piece. I have laundry to do. Goodbye. Goodbye. If you come up to a woman and all she feels like you have to offer is sex, like, as far as we're concerned, it's as easy as taking us drive down to McDonald's to get sex. Like, if that's all you're bringing us, you could go somewhere. The next thing you really want to take into account is attempt to extend the greeting period for as long as possible. Well, not necessarily as long as possible. Don't let that greeting period go on for like 3 months, because then you're friend zoning yourself. Don't do that. But if you can extend the greeting period for, say, a week, meaning you see a woman, you engage with her, and then you walk away without asking for her number, without being flirtatious, without, doing anything but being friendly towards her, it's going to give her a positive perception of you and make her feel like you don't necessarily want anything from her, that you're not trying to trap her for anything. The longer you can really give a woman to warm up to you and to really bring down her walls, the better it is for you and the chances that you'll get a positive response when you do eventually attempt to ask her out. If you ask a woman out immediately, we are forced to judge you on an immediate, likely false first impression of who you are. And you don't want that to happen. Most women do not necessarily have a positive first impression of a man that we look at. Most women assume negative things about men first until we get to know them. So you want to let us get to know you a little bit. So then we're not going to necessarily view you with a negative lens. But if you give us no option, you give us no choice, your first impression better be killer. Otherwise, she's likely going to walk away. And like I said, this isn't done by women from a realm of truly wanting to be mean. This is done from a mindset of self-preservation. Women are just trying to protect themselves. There's a very large majority of men who have been coached to lie to women, to use women, and to treat us like we're not important or we're disposable.
I'm going to say something brutally honest. You guys are not going to like it, but go ahead and let's cue this up already.
Misogyny.
Men don't give a fuck about hanging out with you, getting to know you, and men and women are very different. Guys don't hang out with a girl 99% of the time unless there's some kind of end goal of them having sex. Your company, your energy, or any other ambiguous term you want to use to refer to your presence is not that important. Guys really don't give a fuck about it. They just want to smash. They're playing the game, and you're not as cool as you think you are.
So women shield themselves as much as possible to protect their bodies and their hearts from men that would do damage to them. So like I was saying, extend the greeting period for like a week, if you can. For example, if you see a lady in the gym, she seems nice, you want to talk to her, engage with her on a friendship level one day. The next day, wave to her, how are you doing? Wow, you're still here and you're still doing really well, and then walk away. It's really impressive when a man can engage with a woman and be friendly towards a woman and not want anything. That's to us, that feels real. That feels true. Like, wow, he was nice to me without treating me like an object, without sexualizing me. It makes us feel human, which is kind of sad to say, but a lot of men just don't treat women like that. They treat us like goods, like commodities, like things to be used. So if you can go a few days just engaging with a woman on a friendship level, when you do finally approach her and, say, hey, maybe we should hang out, it's going to feel like, yeah, we get along well. I kind of do like you. You're really respectful. Yeah, I will go out with you. You see what I'm saying? Now, let's say there's the off chance you do get rejected, which I'm sure every man, you've faced rejection before. If you've never faced rejection before, you've never tried. What are you doing? But let's say you get a rejection. Don't throw a fit. Do not exude any negative behavior because the game isn't necessarily over for you yet. Like I said, a woman's immediate impression of a man, 60-70% of the time, is not going to be positive. We are very suspicious of men in general. So she may have just rejected you on the off chance she just has a negative perception of you, but you still want to remain friendly with that woman after a rejection. If a woman says, no, I don't think so, for whatever reason, you don't know if she's having a bad day. You don't know if she just has a negative, first impression of you. You don't know if it's maybe your coworker said some stuff about you behind your back that she heard that made her tell you no. You don't know why that woman told you no, but there is always a chance in the future she may come around. If she had a bad day one day, maybe she'll come around the next day and be like, hey, I do want to talk to him. He was really nice. But if you immediately start acting like an ass the moment you get rejected, she's going to hate you forever. She's going to be like, and you're going to validate every suspicion that that woman has about men. She's going to be like, see, I knew he was a jerk. I knew undercover he was a jerk.
A woman shares a video of a man's reaction after she and her friends allegedly rejected his advances, claims he pulled a gun out of his car. All because they turned him down.
What is wrong with you? You touch me cause on Main Street.
Oh my God, y'all.
I'm a killer. I'm a killer.
Can you please, can you just walk away, please?
Put that in my face, snitch. Pop the truck, holler.
Bro, gone.
Yeah, what you talking about?
You're embarrassing yourself.
I'm embarrassing you, bitch.
You ain't embarrassing
Who is
me,
you?
baby.
Who is you?
What's gonna happen? He's not gonna let me be your friend. He's not gonna let us do something together. And there's no way it's gonna be able to work. And you're gonna have to come to a point where you're gonna choose him or me, and you're gonna choose him. You will. Because that's what everyone does. That's what always happens. It's never me. I'm never good enough.
She's a bum. Bum man, she's a bum. You a bum as fuck. Bitch, I beat you, your man, your mama, your man, anybody else. Bitch, I ain't worried about man, one of your bums. Bitch, you a bum.
The hell is wrong with people nowadays, man? This is the problem with guys out here that just can't handle rejection.
Handle rejection friendly, meaning if that girl at the gym rejected you, the next day when you see her, still treat her the same way that you used to before you asked her out. If you were talking to her a couple days before you asked her out, still behave that way. Come into the gym, wave, hey, how you doing? Act like it is no big deal, no hard feelings. Not only is that the mature way to behave, it's impressive. It is a level of maturity that is enticing to women. When we see men act like men, it's pretty sexy, okay? It's pretty sexy, I'm not gonna lie. When you guys act like children and you pitch a fit about everything, it's so off-putting. It really is. So you wanna remain friendly with her, but don't linger. Do not, for the love of God, don't do that, okay? Don't linger around a woman that already told you no. Yes, you can say hi to her and you walk by and you're like, hey, I hope you're having a good day. Still be friendly with her, but stay out of her face. Don't be weird, okay? You still want to leave that door open to possibilities. I myself can attest that there have been times where I have rejected a man, but through observation and watching that man, even weeks later, I will come around and be like, you know what? I should have gave him a chance. Let me go talk to him and warm up to him and see if he'll still come out. And most of the time they will, but you got to leave the door open to possibilities. Also, you don't want it to get around within the women group, your behavior, if it does come off as negative. If you treat one woman poorly, she gonna tell her friends. She gonna tell the rest of the women in the room. She's gonna tell the rest of the co-workers. You want to always have a positive level of behavior because you don't know who's watching. Just because one girl rejected you in the gym does not mean the other girl that's behind you, who you haven't noticed yet, isn't on the Stairmaster watching how you reacted. We are observing you, so behave yourself. And this is something important to understand. Behavior to women overall means a lot. Being around a man who is confident, eloquent, who's engaging, who treats us like a human being, who has a sense of humor, that is fantastic. Like, we really, really like that. The way that you behave is greatly going to affect your chances of a positive outcome with the woman that you are attempting to engage with. So watch how you speak, watch your tone of voice, watch your posture, watch the way that you look at her. Do not eye her like a piece of meat. Don't eye her like some fresh nachos. Behave yourself. This is a human being you're talking to, and she wants to be treated that way. It can take a lot of confidence to successfully engage with a new woman that's within your realm, within your eyesight. It takes a lot of confidence to successfully approach a woman. The best way to develop this confidence, practice. Men, seriously, I'm super serious. You need to practice engaging with women When you go out to Walmart, grocery shopping, the coffee shop, wherever you are, practice having legitimate interactions with random women, whether it be somebody's grandmother, whether it just be, you know, an older woman in general, any woman. Practice just walking up to people and saying good morning. Practice walking up to people and giving a good greeting or a compliment. You know, a mother that just got her toenails and her fingernails just done, brighten her day by giving her a compliment and truly appreciating something about her and walking away. Number one, it does make people feel really good when you have that level of engagement, but it also gives you the practice that you need so that when you do attempt to approach a woman that you truly do want to engage with, it's not gonna seem so scary. And it's not gonna come off so awkward to the woman, clearly seeing that you haven't done this before. You do wanna be able to walk up straight and look someone in the eye and say, wow, you're like dressed really nice today. You want to be able to do that with some confidence. Confidence is so attractive, men. We love it so much. It gives this aura of just strength. And we all know women appreciate a strong man in body and spirit. So yes, I am giving you homework at the end of this video. Your homework is to practice everyday friendly interactions with women, not necessarily attempting to hit on them, just normal levels of societal engagement. Good morning, good afternoon, you look nice today. Oh, does your son have a new jacket? That's nice. Just talk to strangers in a friendly way. The more you get comfortable doing that, the better your chances are of coming off as very confident when you engage with a woman you want to talk to. In the comments section below, ladies, let me know, is there anything else men should keep in mind when it comes to approaching you out in the world, out in the jungle? What do you not like that men seemingly consistently do when they attempt to approach you? Are there some times that you should never attempt to approach some women? Men, are there questions that you have? I'm sure there are. Are there things that you never thought of doing? Have you practiced your engagements before? Are there just situations where you think a woman was super out of pocket and she shut you down and you were like, oh, this is awful? Leave me your comments in the comment section below and we can all talk about it. Hell, I might do a video on it. You never know. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. And remember, I will see you in the next class. Bye.